Hi, this is Grace, and in this video I'm going to talk about when we have a problem with somebody that we previously got along with, and or whatever the situation was, and then we start having some negative feeling or thoughts or emotions about them, something negative, and we don't do the right thing. We don't say the right thing. And I can truly understand that. Sometimes we don't think before we speak. Sometimes, along this line. I'm not talking about anything really, really nothing physical for certain. But, well, it might to some people seem rather abusive otherwise. So, yeah. Let me give an example of this. It doesn't always have to be face-to-face. It can be online. These days, more and more as time goes by, people have built friendships and such with people online. I've been online, anything you could call social media since 1990. So, yeah, I've seen plenty of this, and there's a lot of growing with it too. But in this story, it spans over about 2 years. I'd say around 2 years. I'm not exactly certain how long. But it was basically that there was, somebody I liked watching on YouTube. And, I like to watch with variety, males, females, just whatever subject, that I like. And they were talking about that. And, not everybody's going to be your cup of tea, and you're not going to be everybody's cup of tea. Now, this is on YouTube, okay? I think I said that. Okay, so around 2 years ago, I was watching someone that I like to watch, and she mentioned somebody else, okay, another YouTuber, somebody who creates videos also. And these are people all around my age. Well, they're within their 50s, okay. And so I said, okay, I'll go watch. It's more than one person that does the videos, 3 actually, and they were all around my age. So I went and watched this one, and the main person she was just too loud. Okay, now I have a thing that, more recent years really, about people who have these kind of histrionic behaviors. Not everybody who has histrionic, I'm not talking about the personality disorder. I'm not diagnosing anybody. But the personality disorder itself, not everybody's going to be loud. But this behavior is one that I see as histrionic, not diagnosing, but it's just the behavior. It's very loud in the way they speak, the way they laugh, the way they dress. Everything about them is loud. They want to make sure they have everybody's attention. Nobody else gets any attention. They're the only ones that get any attention, and they do it by being loud. Okay, seriously. And so I have this thing against them. I've seen them since I was a child. Okay, I grew up around this type. And I call them Narcissistic-Histrionic blend, okay, behaviors. So a few years ago, I just got really fed up with it. So that was around the time that I was really fed up with it. And so I saw this woman, her first video, it wasn't just, like I said, wasn't just one person, but the main one, she was very loud. And I said, no, not my cup of tea. So, no. So I didn't, watch her. I said, this spans over 2 years ago. So sometime after that, I don't know how long, I don't know what happened, but either whether she showed up on my feed again, or that the one that I did like mentioned her again, and I want to see what the story was about, so I watched her, something, and then I, watched her, and you should always trust your gut. I watched her, and I started saying, well, maybe she, maybe it was just a bad first impression. That happens. That does happen. I used to be, just recently said, oh, I don't give anybody a second chance anymore. But I got out of that, too. Because sometimes people can make a bad first impression. So I watched some of her videos, and I started seeing she was putting out a good message, It seemed like a really good message, and over videos. I went back and watched some of her older ones, not all of them, but, just watched some of them where the title was something that seemed interesting. And, she seemed okay, but she was still kind of too loud. I mean, not kind of, she was too loud. And it just rubbed me the wrong way, But I still watched her for a while. Okay, now like I said, this goes over 2 years. And I don't know how long it was that I watched her. Maybe it was a month or two. I don't know. Then something happened. She got angry at another YouTuber, and it just, her response was wrong to me. Now, I'm not saying I'd have the best response ever. We're humans. We make mistakes. We all know that. Nobody's perfect. There's no perfect. I've never met anybody perfect. I've never met anybody who never made a mistake or did something wrong, didn't cool down before they, what it is, people used to say count to 12. I don't know why it was 12, but I would say count to 12,000, million, gazillion before you say anything. But yeah, I mean, she had the wrong kind of reaction to it. She was very hurt, is the way that she told the story, and that was the wrong thing on a YouTube video. To me, was to tell us the whole story or parts of it, and out somebody that they did this and that, and it was just wrong. And she did it on more than one person too. Now, she was very hurt. She just didn't step back, or maybe she was that kind of histrionic that she's going to do that. I do think that, I don't like to watch those really, but I do, if it's somebody that I've been watching, I will watch when they become dramatic, like that, or some, whatever, to find out what was really going on, because it tells a lot about the person I'm watching, you know what I'm saying? And then if I'll just unsubscribe or never watch them again, whatever it is, but now you know another side to them. And however long it continues, do they stop and say, oh, I'm sorry, this was wrong, I should have cooled down, like, somebody mentioned. And, yeah, but she didn't really, okay? And so I stopped watching her. I unsubscribed, not watching her again. Okay, so, that was the first time I don't think I subscribed to her. I just watched one video and said, no. Okay, now the second time I had, and I just unsubscribed. And you know how it works. It's some of the people we recommended again and again, over time. And so I still don't know what happened this last time. Yeah, but I watched her again, and plus sometimes, somebody's still upset. That was a long time, but anyway, so it was months, a long time, that I didn't watch her, and she showed up at, hers was recommended again. So, yeah, so I watched another one, and I said, oh my goodness, okay, something's going on again. It involved people that I watch again. And, both times, one of the things that I didn't like was that she was switching from giving a good message out to being very angry. And as time has gone by, she's been very, now, I don't know, there was months I wasn't watching, but she was very angry, and she started attacking other people too. Like, it became, maybe she's one of those who realized, like I mentioned, like if you do parodies or call them parodies or whatever, that you get more people watching you get more, views, you get more, she's monetized, so she gets more people watching her ads and so forth. Well, anyway, I must have hopped in on the right time when, I watched that she's doing this, so I went back a few videos, watched them, and now people who have been faithful to her through all this, some of them aren't, but some of them are saying, no, you're starting to sound like one of those, the drama, stir the pot types, and, you're doing it for us to get, you're bashing other YouTubers and trying to get more monetization, more, more, ad revenue, more subscribers, and, people are telling her that they're not happy with what she's become. So in her last video, she chilled from that. She's been chilling from that because more people have been complaining. Like I said, it's people who've liked her. They're complaining that she's becoming one of those, that type. And what they do is, like I said in the first of this little mini-series, is they're doing that so they can get more money, basically. And it's like a bit of for some it's a scam, for some it's a way to e-beg, for some it's just to get more subscribers and more ad revenue, like I said, different things, but it's basically, it comes down to the same kind of thing. And she's denied it, but yeah, I think she's realized she's got to chill from that. She's got to stop because people aren't happy with it. And so, which is a good thing, you know. Now, I can understand this because during those times, those various times, not the first time, but after that, when she started attacking people I knew, you know, from YouTube, I felt like making a video, not like this one, but where I was kind of, you know, not outing her, but make sure people knew that somebody was doing it, and, you know, what they were doing and stuff. More, not even pointing her out, but kind of like this, I guess, in a way, but a little bit stronger. And I said, no, I need to back off from it, you know, just totally. And but yeah, because I wasn't really, she knew me, she knew who I am, you know, my channel and stuff, but I wasn't real. I've never been really one to comment much, so yeah, I was kind of like on the sidelines, I guess, in a way. So, but, you know, to have those negative feelings for somebody, you know, over time, you know, you really need to back off, you know, unsubscribe, move away. I mean, you know, move away from the situation, whatever you do. Really giving anybody any advice, but that's how I view it, is, you know, it's best to do that. Now, I'm not perfect in it, because I really did feel like, at one point, I really felt like I need to blast her, you know, with what she's doing. And some of the people, they did. They just blasted her and said, this is what you're doing. It's awful, you know. But it's good when you see that some people might learn from their mistakes, and you hope that sticks. You know, because these days I think so many people feel this need to, you know, like I had for a while, like I just admitted earlier in this video, is just to, you know, even when you get kind of invested, I don't like that word, but yeah, invested in something, someone, you know, these days people say nobody's going to change. Nobody, you know, especially at our age, nobody will ever change. If that's the way they are, that's it, over with, done. But you know, what happened to the time when people said, okay, if I talk to the, you know, say what I feel about this, what you're doing, and they stop, see if they continue. They don't continue stopping, you know, they start back up again, then it's time to, you know, say goodbye to the person. And, you know, something like that. But these days, I think we just cut it off so quickly, and that's because of our own issues too. You know, some things you gotta cut them off quickly, you know. But yeah, I think it's kind of like going from one extreme to another. You know, there's a middle ground and everything. So, but I do understand why people get angry at somebody, why their trust was, you know, all these different things were kind of like taken away from them, because they saw this one person, and all of a sudden this person changed, and it seemed all about money, you know, which is the root of all evil for some of us. We believe that. I do. So I do want to see if she sticks to it. I want to see, you know, it's kind of like, and I'm not going to, you know, lose all trust in everybody if she doesn't, you know. I'm old enough not to do that, but sometimes you can feel it, you know, you lose your trust in humanity kind of thing. But no, I just want to see if she learns from it. Now, you know, some people do, some people don't, so we'll see. I was going to add something to this. I'm not sure what it was, but I do have, this is my 4th video I've made. The 3rd one I mentioned in the end of the 2nd one, but it doesn't, it kind of seems out of place, and I made all 3 of those yesterday. And then so I'm not sure. I made a little clip saying I might put number 4 before this, I don't know. But in both, this one, I also want to say that I know some people get that I'm leaving certain things out. I don't want to encourage certain behavior. I don't want to teach them how people discourage it. So, yeah. And it's this mountain cedar from Austin. It's getting to me so much. Whew. So that's why I keep turning it on and off. I kind of, plus the weather is awful. I'm probably not going to show the weather on this, but it's like really, the temperature's not so bad, but the fog is bad. And all of it together is not making me feel that great. But anyway, just giving a little, yes, this really happens. You know, real life. Okay, why is that person driving so far on the other side of the road? But anyway, so I don't know if I'm going to make another one for today. I do want to, get more into this, what's going on all around. Okay, now I also wanted to say that the second video I made was just the day, not even, I don't think even 24 hours after somebody hit that my original channel, you know, kind of like, it does seem like they were doing the same thing as this woman does. Okay, and like I said, I'm leaving certain things out of that, so now you know. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up because I'm kind of rambling and I'm still not feeling all that great. If you want to subscribe to this channel, click the circle. If you want to watch another video on this channel, click on the rectangles, and like and subscribe if you would, and I'll talk to you on another video. Bye.